Hi, it's Pamela. In this tutorial, I'm going to go over 3 animated presentation break ideas that you can use with Doodly.
Hey, and welcome to the official Doodly YouTube channel. If you enjoy our content, please click the like and subscribe button below. Now let's get straight to the video.
Short whiteboard videos are great for adding a burst of humor, energy, or visual interest into a long presentation like a webinar or a TEDx talk. Today, we'll pretend that we have a long presentation and that we want to add a few little breaks in between. So I'm here in PowerPoint and I just have a dummy presentation, okay? So just pretend that this is the main part of my presentation, all these slides, okay? And then right here, we're gonna have an intro slide and we're gonna do this with Doodly. And then an icebreaker with some humor for a quick, we'll call it a brain break. And then a physical stretch break. And we'll also do something with Doodly for all 3 of these things. So basically, this is the script that I want my presenter to say. So I have it copied and pasted down here in the little presenter notes. What we're going to do is we'll delete all of this and we'll create something fun in Doodly. So let's start with a brand new video. Create new video. And this is going to be my intro. So it's not going to be super fancy. It's just going to be an animated intro. So we can have our text. Here. You're going to look for like a notepad right here, perfect. Because remember, the presenter is going to say something like grab your notepad and get settled in, and we're going to get started. So that is what we want to do. It's up to you if you want to do the voiceover inside of Doodly and have the video. Just you're in your presentation, you hit that slide and the video just starts and the narration comes with it. You can do that. Or you can just make a silent video and instruct the presenter to just continue talking in real life. He's got his presenter notes and he'll just say what he's supposed to say. So I think that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to keep it kind of simple. So grab your notepad and then let's get started. So I'm going to find a speech bubble. I think this one will be fun. This is one I imported. And we're going to pretend that the person is off camera and he says, let's get started. So more text. Okay, I want this to be the first thing that comes on. I think we'll slow down the drawing of the title. This can be probably 2 seconds. The speech bubble, 1 second just to draw it. And then the words, maybe 2 seconds. So in all, it's going to be a 10-second intro, and that gives our presenter time to say what he needs to say as well. Go to scene settings, and we're going to add just a little bit of time at the end. Just a little cushion here. He can always advance the slide when he's ready, or she. Let's take a look, and I'm just going to read the presenter notes and just see how the timing feels. Welcome to Acme Widgets Innovation Showcase. Over the next few minutes, you'll discover how our smart widgets are reshaping the future, one clever click at a time. So grab your notebook, settle in, and let's get started. So the presenter has plenty of time to say the things. I'm personally not worried about making it exact where each thing comes on exactly when his or her voice comes on, because if they're doing it live, there's no way we can anticipate that. So I think this is fine. So we're going to go ahead and export this. Let's do 1080. Okay, so that one's done. So let's do another one. Again, these you don't need to spend a whole lot of time on it. Okay, so this one's going to be our brain break. I guess I'm going out of order, but that's okay. Again with the text. Let's use something nice and big. The props. Let's see if we have an image of a brain. We do. If you wanted to do something like that, you certainly could. Let's have the drawing first, just to get some curiosity. They're going to be, what on earth are they drawing? And then we'll have the words. Let me add just a little bit of time here in between. And then let's add our new scene, and we'll have more words. And let's have a character, and let's have them thinking. I kind of like this guy because he's a businessman, and presumably we're doing a business presentation. And then we're going to give one example. So, and then another bubble. So go to props. We'll make this one a thought bubble. Let's flip this one. Put it behind the text. And then Control or Command click to select them all at once. And now we can resize them and move them together. So I think something like that would be perfect. Now let's play with the timing a little. Let's take a look. And they're like, what's going on? And he's like, it's time for a brain break. Let's play things you wish you could say during a meeting. Here's my favorite. Please stop reading the slide word for word. And I think the timing on that is going to be just fine. So again, we're going to add some buffer time at the end. And remember, we're not being perfect here. So we'll also export this one. Okay, so that one's done. Let's close that. Do the last one. So my videos, create new video. And this one is our stretch break. And for this one, our narrator is going to be saying stuff like, hey, it's time to hit the pause button. This is your official stretch break. So I need a pause button. And I do have one that I'm going to upload. So go to props, blue and white plus sign, and here it is. Now for this, I do want the hand to draw it on. So if we preview it, by default, it scribbles it on. So let's change that. You hit the pencil icon. We're in reveal mode, draw. So we're going to start with our own. So let's go with the inner circle first and start drawing our drawing path. You can see this thin red line. Anything underneath the red gets revealed. That's why these are called reveal paths in reveal mode. But it's too skinny, so let's make it fatter. And let's just go ahead and draw it. That's fine. Now let's do the outer one. So let's do a new path. I'm just starting here at the top. Okay, see how that gets drawn on there. That looks great. Save and return. Text. I'm stretching the word stretch. So that might be kind of fun. Do something like that. And the first thing that our presenter says is, hey folks, it's time to hit the pause button. So that needs to be the first thing that comes on. And then scene settings, a little extra time at the end. So let's take a look, and I'll do the voice just on my own here just to make sure it works. Okay folks, it's time to hit the pause button. This is your official Acme Widget stretch break. Okay, so that'll be fine. Again, let's export it. Okay, so this video is also done. So we've made 3 short videos and exported them. Now it's time to go back to PowerPoint and put them into our presentation. So our intro slide, I don't need any of this stuff here. So we'll just delete all this, but we'll keep the presenter notes. So now we want to go to Insert, Video, Movie from File. Go to our desktop, and here's my intro right here. Insert. Okay. We could leave it as is, or we could use the designer to liven it up a little. It's up to you. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. And then icebreaker humor, so our brain break. Okay, so let's get rid of this. And again, insert, video, movie from file. And this is our brain break. And I'm going to just use it full screen. Stretch break. So as you can see, I do like seeing some of the ideas that AI gives, and it's fun. These are all, pretty typical business presentation style. And that's kind of why I like using the Doodly videos in between, because they're not. They are different. So people might see them and kind of wake up a little. Insert, video, movie from file. And this is going to be our last one, which is the stretch break. So that is how you insert the videos into your PowerPoint. So how will this final video and PowerPoint presentation actually look in practice? Well, let's take a quick look and then we'll be done. So here's our intro. This is where our presenter will be giving the Welcome to Acme Innovations talk. And then the presentation will begin, and we'll just pretend that we're having this presentation. I'm going to fast forward to the next part. And now it's time for our brain break. And the presenter will say the words that he's supposed to say, and then they're going to have this little interactive things you wish you could say during a meeting talk. He's going to tell them to put their things in the chat. At this point, he'll pause the presentation and they'll go through the chat and then they'll resume. Okay, I'm going to fast forward through the presentation to the next section. And finally, we have our stretch break. And again, the presenter will read the words that are in the presenter notes, and they will do their little short 5-minute break. And that is that. I hope this gives you some ideas. Thank you for watching.